This is the formula to actually improve your progression. Many players ignore these strategies, but it's the same method I used myself that got me 20 evolutions without spending a single dollar. By watching this video until the end, you'll get a step-by-step roadmap to understand how to progress quickly, even if you only play 20 minutes a day. The first strategy is the most overlooked by players, but it's actually the most important to understand. Gems are one of the most accessible resources in the game, but most players keep them unused, while others spend them immediately, ignoring what's actually worth buying. First, it's key to understand the three main ways to get gems. The daily shop sometimes contains 25 gems. That might sound like nothing, but multiplied by all days, the number becomes very high. Then there's obviously the Clash Royale. The amount has been drastically reduced, but it's still a great source of gems. And finally, the level up chests. Few players realize the massive amount of resources inside them, but having lots of gems is useless if you don't know how to spend them correctly. The first method that comes to mind is chests, but the only chest really worth buying is the Legendary King's chest. It gives you a ton of wild cards, normal cards, and even a champion. Plus, you get to choose between two options. It's without a doubt the best chest in the game. Now, I'm not saying you should rush in and buy it for 2500 gems. There are definitely other cases where it's smarter to spend them. Sometimes special gems offer appear in the shop. Not long ago, for example, there was an offer where you could get 4 Legendary King's chests for 2500 gems, so I recommend always checking the shop, because new offers might appear. And then we have the global tournaments. These are definitely the number one place where you should be spending your gems. The problem? They are currently gone. Supercell temporarily disabled them for technical issues, but they should be back really soon. I guess next season. Anyway, for 500 gems you get insane value. Getting gems is important, but all of this will only work if you actually play every single day. This tip might not sound that important, but it's exactly what separates players who progress fast from those who can't even max out a single deck. Think about it for a second. Playing daily lets you collect thousands of resources, and here's the shocking part. You don't even need to play that much. First of all, simple lucky drops are always amazing. It might look like legendary or champion ones are hard to get, but you can actually claim 4 of them every day by just playing for 20 minutes. Don't forget about the items in the shop, as well as the Supercell store. Playing every day also boosts your card masteries, which at the higher levels even gives you gems. And finally, there's everything you get from the clan: card requests, donations, trade tokens, and war chests. If you don't want to spend too much time on Clash Royale, I suggest at least getting your 4 daily lucky drops. That means just 4 matches a day. Then, during the weekend, you can play a bit more in clan wars battles, earning a solid chest every week. Of course, the more effort you put in, the faster your progress will be. But even with minimal playtime, you'll still gather a huge amount of resources without investing much time at all. But there's a new thing that's becoming more and more important, and especially newer players, they have no idea how valuable it actually is. I'm talking about events in Clash Royale. A live event is basically when you earn rewards just by collecting crowns, so it works very similar to the Clash Royale. Every month there are 4 events, one each week, and the best part, they are available to every player. They don't require any special skill. The rewards are the usual ones: wildcard, lucky drops, and banners. But what really makes the difference are the 3 evolution shards and the book you can get. Sometimes there are also community events. In this case, all the crowns earned by players globally are counted together, and then the rewards can be claimed for free in the shop. But that's still not everything. Content creators can also give out rewards, and in tournaments, it's very common for small prizes to be shared with everyone through a QR code. Just click the link or scan it, and the gift is instantly sent to your account. This happens quite often, so make sure to keep an eye on social media for free gifts. However, having a lot of resources is not enough. What really matters is making sure you don't waste them. That's why it's so valuable to understand what to upgrade. What I mean is this: don't just level up cards because you think they are fun. The smartest choice is to upgrade the cards that stay relevant even after balance changes. Three Musketeers might suddenly become the strongest win condition in the game, but how long will that last? That's exactly why decks like Hog Cycle and Logbait are always popular. They are never too weak, and even if they do get nerfed, it's rarely that heavy. Plus, they are so versatile that you can usually find a solid replacement card to keep the deck working. So what I recommend is sticking to cards that are consistently strong. If you've unlocked an evolution, use it. It's always a huge advantage. Well, maybe not Goblin Drill evolution. I made a tier list of win condition you should focus on. Then check out Royal API. It shows the most popular and reliable decks you can copy. Speaking of evolutions, cards like Royal Giant and Mortar are very powerful, but they really rely on their evolution, so if you don't have it unlocked yet, I'd recommend playing something else. Other win conditions like Golem, Ram Rider or X-Bow are always playable, but not as strong as the ones I mentioned above. Take Golem for example. It was struggling for months until it finally got buffed in early August. On the other hand, there are some cards I just don't recommend at all. Giant and Goblin Giant are extremely dependent on the meta, and the problem is, it's much more common to find a meta where they are weak than one where they are good. Same goes for Electro Giant. Honestly, when was the last time you saw it in the meta? Upgrading the right cards can save you thousands of elite wild cards, but to really get the most out of them, you also need to understand how to unlock and use evolutions. You can get them completely free, and there are 4 different methods. If you want to spend money, you can also buy them through the Clash Royale. You'll instantly unlock the newest evolution from that season. They are also available in shop offers, but honestly, if you're going to spend, the Clash Royale is by far the best value. Every time you level up your account, you unlock either a level up chest or a special chest that contains one random evolution shard. It's only one shard, but it's still a free way to slowly build up your collection. The second method is something we already discussed earlier: live events. Every month, Clash Royale has 4 of them, and one of those events always gives you 3 evolution shards. The cool part is that it's not random. Then there are wild shards, a magic item that lets you add a shard to any evolution you want. This can be found for free inside the legendary lucky drops, and if you get a champion lucky drop, you can actually unlock a full evolution. Every month you can also get 2 wild shards from the free side of the Clash Royale. Unfortunately, there aren't any other free methods to unlock evolution right now, but I'm pretty sure Supercell will add more ways in the future. These were the 5 tips to improve your progression, but there are other key concepts you need to know to take it to the next level. You can find it all in this video.